Hi, I'm Dr. James Meschino. Diet for Crohn's disease patients, how to reduce flare-ups. Well, during flare-ups of Crohn's disease, which is a very serious disorder, you have to follow the strict advice of your specialist and dietitian. But when you're in those periods of remission, when things have settled down or it's in a very low-grade state, the goal is to prevent recurring flare-ups and to heal the intestinal tract as best you can. Now, I've covered in a previous video and in a previous article what supplements Crohn's patients should consider taking during those periods of remission. But there are dietary considerations that are equally as important. So during that period of remission, what you want to try to accomplish is you want to suppress the inflammatory response. You want to heal the intestinal cells as best you can, reduce irritation to those cells, and sort of provide optimal nutrition to build your constitution up. So here's how you do that. Once identified, you need to eliminate any food that you know is a trigger for you. And this may mean seeing a food allergist or a naturopath, holistic medical doctor to look for even not just food allergies, but certain intolerances that you might have, and keep those things out of your diet. I woto say consume a low animal fat diet with the exception of fish, because high fatty foods and trans fats and high cholesterol foods tend to promote the inflammatory state within the body, whereas fish has the opposite effect. The omega-3s help to suppress inflammation. Watch your intake of refined sugars. Alcohol should be out of your diet completely. And I would think that even reducing dairy products or eliminating dairy products would be advantageous for most patients with Crohn's disease, as well as possibly moving to a completely gluten-free diet. Have the grains that don't have gluten in them or have the lowest amount. I think I've seen it help people. And when you have vegetables, don't have them raw. It's too much roughage. It might irritate the stomach lining. You want to steam or cook your vegetables so they have less of an irritant property. You also want to avoid foods that are super high in fiber, because that roughage may grate against the intestinal cells and cause irritation and maybe even trigger a flare-up. So it's a fine balance in terms of how much fiber a Crohn's patient can have, even when the condition is stabilized. And in terms of vegetable oils, use olive oil or canola oil to stir fry or in a salad dressing, or to saute some vegetables, as opposed to the vegetable oils that produce more inflammation, like sunflower seed, safflower seed, corn oil, mixed vegetable oils. You want to avoid those ones. And avoid, pan-fried and deep-fried foods, because those kinds of fats you're going to get are going to create an inflammatory response. And when it comes to having juices, they can be very acidic, so dilute them about 2/3 with water and 1/3 juice. So those are the major dietary things that most Crohn's patients should pay attention to. Remember that there are some supplements also factor into the long-term management that you should be aware of, and I have reviewed that in a previous article, which you may want to look at on this site. But to look at all the dietary things that we're talking about, to see the details of that, you should click on the link below this video and read the article that I have called Crohn's Disease Part 2, Other Etiological and Nutritional Management Considerations, because it has the details of the dietary plan in there. It's complete with all the scientific references, so you know you're getting sound information from me that's based in really good science. So you should really read it now and have a copy of it, because it can be very important in the long-term management of Crohn's conditions. Remember that at meschinohealth.com you'll also see my other research papers and videos from my live seminars and other resources that I've created. They're all there to help you lead a long, healthy, functional life. And with all my research papers and teaching materials, you'll see all the scientific references, so you know you're getting only sound scientific information from me on any health topic that you're looking for. So you should make meschinohealth.com an ongoing, reliable resource for health and wellness information for both you and your family members. Thanks so much for watching.